day, the class will go on an adventure with Elara, Soren, and Maxi to find the tree of each choice and learn about the importance of teamwork. Now, we're going to read a story titled The Adventure of Three Friends. We hope you enjoy it and happy listening. In the quiet corner of the school playground, behind the old oak tree, Elara spotted something unusual. It was a roll of yellowed parchment to cut into a hollow knot in the wood. She carefully pulled it out and unrolled it, her eyes widening. Beside her, Soren adjusted his glasses, peering at the strange symbols and winding lines drawn in fading ink. "It looks like a map," Lara whispered, her heart racing with excitement. Soren looked a bit nervous but leaned in closer to see the path leading toward the Whispering Woods. Elara ran to find Maxi, who was busy practicing her cartwheels on the grass. "Maxi, look! We found a real adventure!" Elara shouted, waving the map in the air. Maxi flipped upright and grinned, her eyes sparkling. Together, they started gathering supplies. Maxi grabbed a sturdy rope and a bag full of apple slices, while Elara double-checked the compass. They were ready for whatever lay ahead. The Maxi was already jumping up and down with impatience. The three friends reached the edge of the Whispering Woods, where the trees grew tall and their leaves rustled like soft voice. Soren held his compass steady, his eyes darting between the needle and the map. Maxi marched ahead, pointing toward a narrow, winding path that disappeared into the shadows. "Don't worry, Soren," Maxi called out bravely. It led the way. Soren took a deep breath and stepped onto the mossy ground, following her lead. The path led them to a wide, rushing stream where the bridge had long ago washed away. Only a few slippery, moss-covered stones remained. Elara stepped onto the first stone, balancing carefully with her arms out. Soren watched her from the bank, clutching the mat tightly to his chest. "Take it slow, Elara," he continued. He hopped onto the next stone, wobbling slightly as the water splashed against his boots.
Suddenly, a high-pitched squeak echoed from the nearby thicket. Maxi and Elara rushed over to find a small, colorful square with the fluffy tail caught in the tangle of thorny fins. Moving knelt down and used her nimble finger to gently pull the fins apart. Lara hit back a prickly branch to help. With a final tug, the squirrel was free, and it performed a tiny dance of thanks before scurrying up the tree. The map brought them to a place where three different paths meet a crooked wood signpost. The sides were blank, with writing worn away by time. Soren spread the map of the flat rocks, stretching the length with her finger. Elara looked up the sky, trying to find the position of the sun through the tree canopy of leaves. "The map says we need to follow the path that smells like peppermint," Soren noted, sniffing the air. To reach their destination, the friends had to climb a steep rocky ridge. The stones were tall and hard to grip. Maxi climbing up first, her sneakers fending every little ledge. When she reached a flat spot halfway up. She reaches back down to Sharon, who struggles to find his footing. "I've got you!" Maxie cheered, grabbing his hand and pulling him up to safety. Sharon let out the sigh of relief, denting his energetic friends. At the very top of the ridge, the trees cleared to reveal a magnificent sight. In the center of the golden meadow stood the tree of Ichas. Its leaves were made of shimmering silver and it glowed with a soft, magical light. Elora and Maxie stood at the edge of the meadow, breathless. "We actually found it," Elora whispered in a way. Maxie did a little victory dance, her eyes fixed on the beautiful, glowing fragrance.
As they approached the trunk, the silver leaves began to come like tiny bells. Son and Elara leaned in close, raising their ears against the smooth with bark. They had fine, beautiful whispers of stories from long ago and songs of the forest. The three saw to whom with happiness that the three friends had come to visit. Soren smiled, finally feeling completely at ease in the heart of the woods. As the moon began to rise, the friends made their way back home. Moxie and Soren walked side by side, talking about their favorite part of the journey. The they needed each person's skill to succeed. Without Soren map skill or Moxie's bravery, they might never have picked the tree of Akas. They felt proud of how they had supported one another all day long. Back at the old oak tree, Elara and Soren shared a final smile. They learned that the most important lesson of their adventure was they were always stronger when we walk together. By combining their different talents and being keen to others, they turned a simple map into a lifelong memory. They knew that no matter the challenge, friendship is the greatest treasure of all.
That's the story of the three friends' adventure.
I hope it inspires you all. Thank you for listening and see you next time. Bye bye.